Hey, Ravings and Cravings here, otherwise known as Ruth Hartunian Allenbaugh, bringing you yet another awesome interview brought to you by the Windham Economic and Community Development folks, foodie people from the area, and big thanks to good company WILI for letting me be here on the air with you today. Today, I'm here with Rob, you're going to say it. All right, just say it. Bonamano, who's a partner in ownership of Bob's Windham IGA here in, is it Windham, Willimantic?
Willimantic.
It is Willimantic.
Yeah.
Been sitting at this location for how many years?
39 years last week.
30. Should I sing happy birthday to
yeah.
you? Happy birthday. I could have brought my guitar.
Yeah.
I could have brought everything. Anyway, happy birthday for 39 years. Mm-hmm. Let's do like the name, the address, your hours, and your social media presence up front, and then we'll go from there.
Right, so it's Bob's Windham IGA, located at 422 Windham Road in Willimantic. Like I said, we've been here for 39 years. We have a big social media presence on Facebook is our main one. It's Bob's Windham IGA is the name of our page.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right, so that's how people can find you.
Yep. We also have a huge, our website, wyndhamiga.com, we also have a really big email campaign through there. So a lot of people sign up.
Okay.
Thousands of people sign up every week, and we have we email out our flyer. That's how a lot of people hear about us and find out about us.
Great. And then your hours here?
8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week.
Every day?
Every day. The only day of the year we're closed is Christmas Day.
Wow, you're like Walmart. Walmart's like that.
I know. We did close, during COVID, we did close on Easter one time.
And during COVID, you guys were like my heroes because, like everybody else in the world, I was in my kitchen baking and cooking. Bought a 50-pound bag of flour from you guys.
Yeah.
I bet those were flying then. Huh?
Yeah, I sold. I want to say we sold a few hundred bags of those 50-pound bags of flour in like a week. I think that was the advantage for us during COVID was that we were small and independent, so we could pivot on a dime. We would literally change store policy over dinner every night.
Oh my goodness!
And the next day we would come to business new every day.
Oh wow!
So we were able, when there was no flour, we were able to buy flour from restaurant suppliers, which Stop and Shop and Walmart couldn't do.
Oh.
We were able to go and buy stuff from all different places that other people couldn't do, which is why we were in stock more than everybody else.
Well, and I remember, because I did contactless delivery, that the people who loaded my car were cheerful.
Yes. Yeah, they were having fun. Actually, during COVID, we were up to 20% of our volume was people doing home delivery.
That would have been, well, I didn't do home delivery, but anyway, I'm a fan. Always will be, because you guys have stuff here that nobody else does.
True.
So you're going to talk about that today. People, you guys need to be listening out there. Do you hear me in Radio Land? Bob is going to tell us about the awesome things that they have here at Windham IGA, and you will thank me for letting him tell you.
And so we like to call them points of differentiation, things that make our store different from everybody else's store. We know that within 3.5 miles of here, there is literally almost every grocery store chain in Connecticut is very close.
Right.
We have to give reasons to come here.
Right.
One of the biggest reasons for us is something we call destination items. It's something that in the industry we call a destination. It's an item that you can only buy from me. Something that either we make here, we do differently here, we do special here, and that no one else carries.
Okay.
We try to make those, they're a staple of what we do and what we sell and what we stand for. For instance, in our deli, we make our own store-baked hams. We've been making store-baked honey hams here since the 80s. We make our own store-baked turkeys. A couple of years ago, I was visiting some stores in Texas, and they started making flavored turkeys, so we came back here and we started making flavored turkeys. We now make a buffalo turkey, a black pepper turkey, a Jamaican jerk turkey.
Oh, wow.
And we smoke our own turkeys in our smokers in our kitchen. We make our own smoked turkeys.
Right, so on site.
On site. So we are the only store that you will go to that smokes their own turkeys.
Wow.
We do that here. We also in our deli sell what we call primals. So we sell whole pieces of deli meat, and we will slice it for you to order. You take home the whole thing at a huge savings.
So I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna spell that word in case people missed it. It's PRIMAL, and it's a primal, and it's a big cut of meat, right?
Right, big cut of meat. Yes, we do it in our meat department and in our deli department. So in our deli department, we'll sell things like whole 5-pound blocks of unsliced Land O'Lakes cheese. Land O'Lakes cheese is pretty expensive right now. If you buy the 5-pound block here, we'll slice it any way you want, and it's $24.95. So it's $4.99 a pound. Okay. It's a big savings.
You can freeze cheese,
Exactly. We do the same thing with hams. We do it with salamis, with Wonder Bar German bologna. You buy the whole piece, we give you a huge
That's good
discount.
bologna.
Yeah, we give you a huge discount. Turkeys, roast beefs, we do the whole thing. So those in our deli department, we do those. Our meat department is mostly what we're known for. In our meat department, we do a lot of 40-pound boxes of chicken. That's a destination item. There's no one else around us that sells chicken by the box. We
Wow.
get it in, we give you a huge discount. You got to buy the whole box, but when you get home, you can fill your freezer at a reasonable price. We want to give quality at a reasonable price. That is our goal.
I saw you had big hunks of pork belly too.
Yes, pork belly
That's
is
a big thing right now.
Yes, pork belly. We sell whole pork bellies right now, whole boneless pork loins, whole packs of pork spare ribs. In our meat department, we sell whole ribeyes, whole New York strips, whole
Wow.
top rounds, whole anything. We do those all year round, but 7 times a year we have what we call our truckload sale, and those weeks, during those 7 weeks, those items are highly discounted.
Is today a truckload sale day?
Today will be a truckload sale.
Today
Yes, it
is a good day
Yes,
then.
yes.
People, it's not too late. So like this is like 5:05 to 5:30, this
Mm-hmm.
time slot for this interview. So people could still get in their car
Yes,
and get to Bob's Windham IGA
Yes.
till 8 p.m.
till 8 p.m.
And what if you run out? What if someone comes and shows up and they're like, oh, we just ran out?
So in our meat department, we get deliveries every day a week. Not on Sunday, so we can't get
Okay.
deliveries on Sundays.
All
Every other day we can recover. If I run out on Monday, there will be more on Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, there
Just
will be more.
1 day turnaround.
1 day turnaround. During this time, every week we normally get 2 to 3 meat deliveries a day. The same thing with our produce department. We have multiple wholesalers, multiple warehouses that we use to deliver to us to make sure we're in stock all the time.
So can I call ahead of time and reserve something, or do you not do stuff like
We
that?
don't reserve them. No.
Okay.
We don't do that. It is first come, first serve.
Okay.
The people that are here get it. But it's very rare that we'll run out of something. If anything, it might be a box of chicken here or there. But that means I buy chicken 6 days a week, and that chicken will be here tomorrow morning.
Are some of your ethnic items destination items too?
Oh, for sure.
So
for
talk
sure.
about that.
Okay,
To me, this is exciting. I love the different flavors.
in our meat department, we definitely do a lot of stuff. Our biggest thing for destination item, for especially Hispanic stuff, would probably be something we call carne frita. So we bone out and chunk up pork shoulders, and we season them, ready to go. So you go home and
Really?
you can just fry them, and it's ready to.
Is that the
it's
same
already
as
done.
pernil? Do they call it
Yeah,
that?
so a pernil is a pork shoulder.
Okay.
It is a pork shoulder. Especially certain times of the year, we season whole pork shoulders for people. If you want us to season it for you, we will season it. We will put it in an aluminum pan. You go home, just throw it right in the oven, and you're ready to go.
That's a game changer, huh?
I mean, in our produce department, we have tons of them. The biggest one would be fresh sofrito. So we make our own fresh sofrito on site. Oscar, our produce butcher, makes it 3 times a week at least.
And tell people what's in sofrito.
So it's a little bit of everything, mostly peppers, onions, cilantro, cilantro. I'm not going to give the whole recipe. That's our secret. It's a secret recipe.
Sorry.
We got some seasonings in there. But I will say that I will take the Pepsi challenge with our sofrito against anyone's sofrito any day.
Okay.
It's a huge item for us. It's actually the #1 item in our produce department.
That would be an interesting contest to do a blind
A blind test.
blind
Yeah.
taste.
Oh, I would take it anytime. I think in any other produce department that you ask, bananas is the #1 item. At Windham IGA, it is sofrito.
Oh my god.
And that is because it is a destination item for us. People travel. People
Yeah.
travel from New London. People travel from Rhode Island. People travel from
Wow.
Massachusetts to come and get
Wow.
these items all the time because you can only get them here, especially fresh sofrito.
That's something to be
also-
proud of, I think,
Yeah.
huh?
I mean, in our produce department, we do a lot of other unique things. Like all of our cut fruit and vegetables, we cut them here. We don't buy processed stuff and just repack it. Like other stores, you go in and if you buy fruit salad, it was actually cut up somewhere else and they just put a sticker on it, kind of like everyone else's meat department, where the meat is cut somewhere else and they just put a sticker and put it out. We cut all of our own stuff. Our fruit salad is cut here.
You know what? That's a big thing,
It's huge.
especially for perishables.
Right. It makes a huge difference. If you taste it, it's different. It's better.
Yeah, well, and I saw it there, and I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. Talk about something unique that you guys do. It was like a whole package of a big fruit salad. So it was like was it 8 servings, 10 servings?
At least, 8 to 10
Something
servings.
like that.
It's in the 80-ounce container.
And it's not all just melon. Like that's my complaint. Like please, like give me some berries, give me some watermelon. Not just. I mean, I like melon, but come on.
Yeah, we do a lot of those, and we even have people who will call up and specifically request them and order them ahead of time and ask for a certain blend. And they'll say,
so you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, it might, depending on what you put in it, it might have to change the price. I mean, if you don't want watermelon, you want all strawberries, it might be a little bit different.
Well,
but the beauty of being independent and being as small as we are and as agile as we are, we can change on a dime and do anything people want. As long as we have a little bit of notice, we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Like other things we do in the produce department is like we make our own mango salsa here. So we cut mango. We go through so many mangoes. Not only do we cut for mango salsa, which has got peppers and onions and jalapeno and a couple other things. It's delicious. It's great. But we do a lot of just sliced mango. We use chamoy on sliced mango. We use tahini on sliced mango. We use just regular sliced mango. Cut mango is one of probably our biggest cut fruits, which usually people think of watermelon, but here, no, it's mango.
Oh, and you know what? For parents who are worried about going through the grocery store and then going to the checkout and having it be only candy bars, I saw that you guys had a fresh fruit little bar, where it's a grab and go, like individual-ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can actually get something healthy as you're sitting there in line with your children.
Yeah, we rotate those up front right now. I think it's berry cups today. So
Yeah,
we have strawberries
I saw
and blueberries.
that. I had my own that.
A lot of times it's mango. Sometimes it's just fruit salad. Sometimes it's something, but it's always something fresh. Fresh is one of our points of differentiation. Like I mentioned, destination items are a point of differentiation for us.
Yep.
We have 5 major ones, and we concentrate on these 5 things. These are 5 things that we feel we can do better than anyone else.
And they are.
And they are. They have to be for us. Destination items, there's no one that has better destination items than we do. Our freshness. No one else can be fresher than us. We can change on a dime. We can do whatever we need to do. In the summertime, we buy from local farmers. We buy a lot from Bluebird Hill Farm in Lebanon. We buy a lot from Botticello's Farm in Manchester. I mean,
That's awesome.
if they can't bring it to me, we go and get it. I mean, we try to keep everything. We don't sell, in the middle of the summertime, we don't sell Florida corn. You know, or wherever else it's coming from. By then it's a little bit northern.
Yeah.
But we're selling local corn. You know, we feel we have the most knowledgeable staff in the area. Our produce. If you have a question, we can answer it. If they can't answer it, they will find someone to answer it. It's not like some other people. I mean, I recently went into a big box electronics store and asked a question about something, and to no fault of their own, the salesman had no idea.
Yeah.
And in 5 minutes of research online, I knew more than he did about what he was selling. I don't want anyone to feel that way. Not when they come here. They need to know. And if we don't know, we'll be honest and say, I don't know, but give me a minute and I'll find out. And we try to do that. I mean, we can't do it every single time, but I think that we do a pretty darn good job of that here.
Well, from my experience also, I mean, when I come in and I've purchased meat, I'll ask someone at the counter, like, what's the best way to do this? Do you have suggestions about how to serve it?
Right.
You know, so there are people who do know their stuff.
Right. I like to hire foodies. I do. I love to hire foodies.
Should I apply for a job here, Bob?
I do. I love people that we want to hire. We want to hire people who enjoy coming to work every day. People that enjoy what they're doing. If you come to work every day and you don't like where you're going, it just makes everyone miserable, and that just passes along to the people you're working with, to the customers that you're trying to help. That's not good for anyone. You're not happy, and no one else is happy. So we try to hire people who want to come and be a part of our family.
Yeah.
And that's what we are. I mean, we really are a family. When I interview people, I always tell them and kind of brag about it that not only do I work here, but my parents still work here. My meat manager and my grocery manager are husband and wife. My deli manager and assistant deli manager are mother-daughter. One of my full-time meat cutters and my produce manager are brother and sister. I have another set of sisters that work here.
That's a
my
family.
My brother-in-law is another meat cutter. I mean, we really are. You are joining our family for everything that comes with. You're joining our family.
Well, that's kind of a plug too, because it looks like you could use some more help. So you're hiring.
Always.
So
we are always hiring.
So
yes.
People in Radio Land, is there a certain age that you start hiring at?
We hire at 16. We hire at 16 for, there are laws. Different departments, you need to be different ages.
Sure.
Unfortunately, most of our departments require using knives because we are so highly perishable. So that is an 18-year-old plus. Okay. But boy, there's nothing better we love than to hire a nice young local high school kid who ends up going to Eastern or UConn, and we end up keeping them all the way through. And
all right. Well, you
we'll
guys
work around their school schedule and do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's we have a number of employees in the past 39 years that started here as like sophomores or juniors from Windham High and ended up graduating from Eastern and worked here the whole time.
Wow.
And we love that. That's awesome. That's great.
Well, let's pause and give all the information again for people who joined us halfway through here. So name of the business, address, all the important stuff.
Yeah, so it's Bob's Windham IGA at 422 Windham Road in Willimantic. We are open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Our Facebook is Bob's Windham IGA, which is the majority of our social media presence right now. But also our website, windhamiga.com. There's tons of great information, including our weekly circulars up there, menus up there, everything.
Did you talk already? Did I miss it or not? Your business focus? Did you fold that in a little earlier?
A little bit, yeah. I talked
recap that a little bit.
Our focus is on fresh and perishable. That's what we try to focus on. Everyone sells Cheerios. Everyone is always going to sell Cheerios, and everyone is always going to sell toilet paper. And my Cheerios are no different than anyone else's Cheerios.
Right.
They're all the same. And with as many Dollar Generals and dollar stores, and we have the Big Y, a Stop and Shop, a Walmart, an Aldi's, a BJ's. And the list goes on. A number of bodegas, and we all carry the same stuff. So our focus is on fresh because that's what we can do different and better than everyone else.
And how about prepared foods? You have quite a huge line of offerings in that area.
Yeah.
So talk some about that.
So we definitely do. We have a full kitchen. We do a full take-home prepared food program. So we make a bunch of meals that are heat and serve at home or cook and serve at home. We have a few things like our mac and cheese. We call it our world famous mac and cheese because it is delicious, and we believe it's world famous because we've literally sent that recipe to a whole bunch of other stores in the United States and Canada. So I'm going to count that as world famous.
Wait, you share?
We share. Yes. So we can talk about.
Nice.
Yeah, we do have a share group that we can talk about. But as far as our prepared food, we also have a full hot program, a full cold program. We're getting ready to change our deli around, and our hot program will be done a little bit differently, but we think it'll be done a lot better. And I think that customers will like it a lot more with our new offerings. It'll be more, rather than by the pound, it'll be by the meal, and it'll be something that we assemble for you every day. It'll be one or two different meals, and you can select those meals. And if one day it's fried chicken and JoJo's, that's great. One day it can be meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Then it'll be a set price.
So will that kind of information, it would be available somewhere so I would know before I showed up? What was
Absolutely. So we are actually in the process right now of going through the process right now of remodeling our whole store. So our current store is about 8,000 square feet. We are looking to add an additional 6,000 square feet of retail area. And
that's over double.
Yes. And the best part is that we'll have a whole lot more parking, which is probably our biggest problem here is parking.
I think I just heard everybody cheering.
Yes. The parking will be a lot bigger. So we're in the process of doing all of that right now. We've already purchased a house. We're in the process of purchasing some other houses right now. And we're early on in that process, but we're further along than we're not. So it's going to double our offerings at a lot of stuff. But what we are going to do is double down on our perishables. Our produce department is going to be way bigger. Our bakery department is going to be 3 to 4 times bigger than it is right now.
I mean, you have so much bakery stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much different things you have.
Yeah, we try, and we also include other local bakeries in our bakery department. So not only do we sell stuff that we make here, but we also partner with there's a Spanish bakery on Park Street in Hartford, Tuti's Bakery, that comes here once a week and delivers Spanish product that they can just make it better than I can. So why am I going to try to reinvent the wheel? They already do it really well, and they deliver to us, and we can sell their flans and their tres leche cakes, and their cuatro leche cakes are unbelievable. They make some guava pastries.
Cuatro?
Yeah.
Do you have any of that up there today?
Not today. I looked, but we will have some pretty soon.
All right. Bad timing on my part here. I've never heard of Quattro. I've heard
Quattro
of
leche. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Four milk instead of 3, huh?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right. I'm learning stuff.
Yeah.
What would you like the public to know? I just have a few more minutes, and I feel like the time has gone so fast. What do you want the community to know about Bob's IGA that you feel is something that they don't know that will be a game changer for them?
I guess that we're willing to change. We are open to ideas. We are not afraid. We are not stuck in the mud. This is the way we do it. We're always going to do it like this kind of people. My parents and I are just not those people. We are constantly looking to evolve, and we love feedback. If you come in our store and you see that we're selling this, and you say, "Oh, do you have that?" The best ideas we've ever gotten have been from other grocery stores or from our customers. So we're constantly trying to evolve and change. So if there's stuff that you want, stuff that you see, stuff that you would like us to change, stuff that you would like us to carry, we'd love to hear that stuff. We love to hear all of those things. We don't want to be like everyone else. We want to be different than everyone else.
Well, that's why you're in independent grocery.
Right. It's not...
It's IGA, right?
We don't want it to be that you come grocery shopping at Windham IGA. We want it to be an experience. It's different. When you come in here, I want you to walk in the door and say, oh my gosh, did you see this? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Have never seen this before. Or I haven't seen this since I was a kid. This is great. I love hearing that stuff.
Yeah.
We love that interaction from people, and we love to hear it. And if a lot of people are almost, I don't want to say they're nervous to say something about it or they're a little bit quiet, but if I hear people talking, like, I have no problem interrupting their conversation and just start asking them questions. When I'm walking through the store, I mean, we're here 7 days a week. We're here at least part of the day, 7 days a week. So we're always down on the floor. We're always hearing people talking. That's where we get our ideas from. We've made so many great relationships with not only other employees or people that have worked with us over the years, but customers. I mean, lifelong friends from customers that have been here.
So tell me about a recent change that you made based on somebody's comment or feedback. Can you think of anything recent that happened?
Yeah, I think we definitely changed our coleslaw recipes not that long ago.
What? Coleslaw?
Yeah, so
Really?
we make our own coleslaw in store.
So what did people say? Someone didn't like something?
No, they just wished it would be a little bit this or that, and I don't remember the exact comments, but we reevaluated it, and usually when we're doing something like that, we'll make it a couple different ways. Everybody tries it, and we pick the best version.
Okay.
So coleslaw was something that we just changed recently. I mentioned before the turkeys, like seasoning turkeys. That was actually something. So I belong to a share group. So my share group is it's a collection of 30 to 40 stores all over North America, and we're all really good at something. We are the meat store in that group because we do meat pretty well.
And you do it good.
Right. So when we go to that group, people have questions about meat all year long. When they have questions about meat, they contact me and we talk about meat. And I give them ideas. I say, I've done this, it worked for me. I did that, it didn't work for me. So this group is 30 to 40 stores. There's stores from Canada. There's stores from Texas, from California, Washington State, Nebraska. I mean, we're all over the place.
Who needs Silicon Valley? You guys have your own think tank, so you have all the best of the best together.
That's exactly
And you consider each other like the expert.
Correct.
So that you get expert advice.
Correct. So we meet every 10 months. We meet in a different city. We just met in New York City recently, and it's a 2-day thing. We do a store tour where we visit the local stores in town. We can discuss stuff, and it's amazing to see what other retailers see that you didn't notice, and what things you noticed that they didn't. So we always joke around that we actually learn more from the bus ride back and forth to dinner, just talking to people, than you do.
Yeah, the organic conversation.
During this last one, we picked up 2 or 3 things, and it was all during the organic conversations with people. I mean, and it's little things like a different camera system to track our cash registers. Little things that they might not mean much to other people, but someone says something and it piques your interest, and you're like, wow, that would really work for me. Can I get some more information about that? There's a lot about artificial intelligence out there right now. One of the guys is using AI to create all of his artwork for his advertising program, and he does it for free on his desktop, and it's fantastic. So there's all these little things, but that share group has helped us tremendously. So that group has given us the majority, I don't want to say the majority, but a lot of our good ideas that we've had and actually implemented over the last 10 to 15 years. Since we've joined that group, our store has doubled in volume.
Oh my
we
goodness.
sell literally twice as much. We are twice as good today as we were before joining that group.
Wow. That's pretty significant.
Yeah, we've created a lot of great friendships. I mean, I go on vacation with the people in that group. They know about my children. I know about their children. We're friends on Facebook. I mean, we might not live close, but when we see each other at an event, we instantly are drawn together.
So you're your own community, even though you're
Correct.
not geographically close by.
Correct.
But you're close in other ways.
Yeah. So we actually have like an online platform that we use to talk to each other all day long. Like we can use it for chatting back and forth. We can use it to post questions on. This morning, someone posted a question about health insurance for their employees. Yeah. And it's okay. Now you have 30 to 40 other people just like you who have already done it, who can give you their advice. Yeah. And that's so valuable.
Well, and I think when it comes to advice, you have to be able to trust the people you're talking to.
Yes.
So I think it goes deeper than that. And you know what? I could just like go on and on about this because it's so interesting. Because it's about the food, but it's also the relationships that drive the bus of the product and what you're providing to the community.
Right.
And so I think you're all about relationships here.
All about relationships. Yeah. I mean, people are buying food, but when they go home, it's so that they can have dinner with their family. So
We need that again. I mean,
Right.
I have a big thing on my refrigerator that says, change the world, cook dinner tonight, you know?
Right.
That was from, I think it was Penzi Spices had those things. But I'm like, I love that idea of people eating together and not looking at technology and actually having a conversation.
Right. So I mean, we talk about that stuff all the time. Like one of my favorite times of year here is Thai prime rib roast with my dad. I've done it every year since I was a little kid. It is a very emotional thing for me because we know we're tying hundreds of roasts, and we know those roasts are going home for Christmas dinner or New Year's dinner at somebody's house every year, and their family is going to bond over that piece of meat. There's a certain amount of pride that we take in that. That people not only are buying it from us, that's great. You can buy it anywhere.
Yeah.
But they trust us for their Christmas dinner.
And
They
that's
trust us for their holiday meals.
Yeah.
They trust us for their regular meals, for their Wednesday night, for Tuesday night tacos. They buy the hamburger here because we grind it fresh in store. We don't. It's not prepackaged somewhere else. Our hamburger is better, and they come here for that.
Well, Bob's Windham IGA is here for you people. I got to sign off now and say thank you so much, Rob, for being with me today. It was a pleasure. Come to Bob's Windham IGA, see what's new, because every day there could be something different.
Definitely.
So, but if you want the same old, you can have that too.
Oh yeah, we have the staples.
But
we
we
have
got
all the
new
basics.
too. Yeah,
we have all
yeah.
the basics. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. This is Ruth Hartunian Alaba signing off here, Ravings and Cravings on Good Company, WILI.